It'd be one thing if we had like an easy opponent, but someone like Michigan, it's a big game, so it's a chance to show that we can bounce back.
After the third straight exciting finish for the BYU football team, although this one didn't go their way, BYU now getting ready for another showdown at another big venue as they head to play at Michigan on Saturday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time kickoff, so a little bit different than those late games. I'm Jared Lloyd, sports editor for the Daily Herald. Joining me, Darnell Dixon, BYU football columnist. And Darnell, how big of a concern do you think is bouncing back after that disappointing 24-23 loss to UCLA?
You know, in years past, I would think there'd be a big concern because BYU has very few opportunities to play against big teams and make a big splash, and that was a great opportunity to win a game against a team in the top 10. But I think this team's a little different.
UCLA, they're more zone teams, but with Michigan, they're a man team. They're going to try to hit you in the mouth early.
You like that? You like the man-to-man challenge?
Yeah, I like it a lot because it proves, they trust their athletes a lot. So that means that they have a lot of confidence and they don't think that we can get behind them. So guys like Mitch and Devon and Mitchell, I feel like we're going to do really good against them.
And a big difference for Michigan has been their defense. Their defense, again, another really stout defense for BYU to go up against.
Again, I don't think it's as good as UCLA's in some areas, but I think they're going to be stout. BYU is going to need to establish the run game.
Like I said, one of the things I can work on, as well the other backs, is work on our routes. Be a little more crisp for him because he's new. And when we do our job exactly the way we're supposed to, it makes things easier for him.
Got to give Adam Hine a lot of credit. He broke a lot of tackles. He really churned out the yards, and BYU needs him to do that again, like you said, as far as the physical nature of this game. They've got to be able to keep Michigan defense from just teeing off on Tanner Mangum.
When you're looking at the score and like maybe the time of the game, you're like, man, how are we going to do this? But then you have a guy like Tanner who, just like Taysom, will look you in the eye and just reassure you that, no, we're going to get this done. It's an awesome feeling.
And there's a lot of hope. Guys are ready to go and do their job. So I think that's one thing that's helped us in the fourth quarter be the team that we are.
I know that it's a big venue, and it's a big house, and it's an awesome place to play. And sure, afterwards you kind of get a feel for, oh my gosh, I was just playing with 100,000 fans. It's crazy to think that there's that many people that are there and cheering against you, but yeah. Definitely an experience.
So another big game for BYU this Saturday, 10 a.m. I'm going to be there at the Big House to see the Cougars take on the Wolverines Saturday morning.
These are places that you dream of as a little kid, and I never would have thought I'd play there. Guys like Michigan and Nebraska, you live to play in front of those kind of fans. They're not always the nicest, but it's definitely an awesome atmosphere.